This is a marvellous looking meat. I mean, it looks really scrumptious. This is a London broil, cooked just slightly rare and crusted on the outside, some green beans, baked potato in its jacket, lovely broiled half a tomato, a little sweet basil on the top of that. But there's something crucially wrong with it. And I'd like to try and show you where I think it's wrong and how we can take over more. Look, move over, Gable. Here's the News Star. Would you say, Graham, that almost looks exactly the same? Well, it's more of a plateful, you know, than the other one, except you might choose this one because you see exposed for you the larger amount of meat. And we're so fixated by the fact that meat is so good for you that that must be done. Well, meat is good for you. There's no point in just throwing out whole cattle industry, but it's a little bit too much. This is 6 ounces. I don't think you need more than about 100 grams, about 3.5 ounces of meat. And so that's what we've got on this plate here. It's a slice less. But we've taken up the space that that would have taken up with more green beans, another half a tomato. Now that makes an excellent looking plate full of food, I think, and really should come center stage. Sorry about that, Gable. Now, when it comes to vegetables, the real accent is the word fresh. And by fresh, I really mean your own vegetable garden. Look, with a real compost heap and marigolds around the outside, supposed to keep the insects down, potatoes and onions and carrots and romaine lettuce and Danish drumhead cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower and a sweet English tomato and some strawberries and bush peas around the back. Can you imagine how wonderful it is? By the way, you hear all the dogs barking in the neighborhood. Make sure that there's a nice fence around the outside, otherwise they tend to use these things as litter boxes, which isn't much fun. All right, now the very next type of vegetable in terms of freshness is at the farmer's market. Let me show you. But when it's really second best fresh thing after your garden is number one is this. Look at this sort of thing. It's really fresh and wonderful. Get to it before somebody gets to it first. And look, if you'll find out in your local telephone book or just ring up information, find out where there's a farmer's market and get it so that it's really fresh. Now, if you've got a reasonably good supermarket, and I have a reasonably good supermarket, this is mine, then you're likely to be able to get fairly good fresh produce. And it would be the next in line. But if you haven't got the sort of place that you can trust with this kind of freshness, then it's got to be frozen. You know, frozen isn't really the end of the line, as some people like to suggest it is. The truth of the matter is that they can get it into harvest fields and get this stuff off the vine and get it into a frozen packet within a couple of hours, and that really can't be that bad. When things are looking a little wilted over in the produce department, why don't you just hop in and have a look at just exactly what the price is relative to the food over there. You might find that this is a better buy. But whichever way you look at it, vegetables are going to add something of a micronutrient to your plates. They're going to add flavor, and it's going to be so much better for you. Think of spreading more vegetables on your plate than you do at the moment, okay?